notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back to turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Go keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Go keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back to turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Go keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Go keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday.
All right, welcome back here
as we
open it up here on this Friday morning. We appreciate you guys starting your morning with us, hanging out with us all week as we close out this first week of February here at Tingle and Co. We appreciate all of you joining us. Mike, push the show back an hour, still late.
Mike.
We actually did a watch party last night, had to reset the studio and had to go home. But it's okay. We got the studio
Some
back
people are
to
driving in from New Orleans.
And we're rocking and rolling. We appreciate you guys.
Oh, what you got there? A little hold on.
He's got a little bass in his lap.
What? Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh, this whole thing?
This whole thing here?
Well, you don't want to put your laptop directly on your crotch.
Right.
I don't want to be
EMF.
infertile.
Yeah,
it's
you'd be
bad.
like Christian McCaffrey.
There's a woman out there just ready to have my children somewhere.
Well,
and
I mean,
can't
we saw the
disappoint her.
image of what
That's what I'm saying.
What your seed could look like.
And that's
100%.
signed by Jay Johnson, so it's only boosting that T.
Oh my gosh, that's bad. I didn't even know that. Is it signed?
signed by Jay Johnson.
I wouldn't have done it if I didn't know that it was signed by Jay Johnson. To be honest.
It's sacrilege.
Yeah, my bad.
But we
Putting a hole in the Bible.
We appreciate all of you getting in here this morning. We appreciate all of you starting your morning with us. And Mike, we do love you. We appreciate you supporting us. Sorry we were 10 minutes behind, but here we are. You will always get a show. We will deliver.
Lest it be a 4-hour stream last night, a 3-hour stream on a Tuesday.
It's all right. We will always
We're
deliver.
always here for you, boys.
We'll always give you a show. But we were live last night as LSU was 6.5-point dogs as it opened up on our friends over at FanDuel. Their sportsbook had LSU 6.5-point dogs opening line. It creeped closer to, I think, about 4.5. LSU was the underdog going into last night's matchup, and Texas covered. As you saw, it was a rough game last night. Poggi also didn't make it in this morning. He's distraught, I think. Off to a strong start with Poggi's picks, brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel, where he was 2-0 after NC State pulls out a sweaty game. Lord have mercy, Stanford versus Clemson, down to the last seconds.
He was playing with fire.
And they cover. And then last night he goes UAB Memphis. It didn't happen for him. And it's his first loss of the Poggi's Picks, brought to you by FanDuel. We appreciate you following along with his picks. And we see y'all in the Discord when y'all are working with him, putting your money on the line as well. and he's distraught, so he didn't make it in this morning. I'll try to get a pick from him if I can.
This is Poggi right now.
Yeah, he's calculating.
Have you ever seen Two for the Money?
I have.
That's Stu Feiner.
Stu Feiner?
Yeah.
That's Poggi for you. Poggi and Stu, one and the same.
I don't think he's doing the shirt off,
It's
bicep
this,
curls.
but it's all red lights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the red light
LEDs.
district.
Yeah.
So we'll see what his pick is today. We can probably throw that in there. But shout out to our friends over at FanDuel for making it possible. But last night, LSU, we had them covering the 6.5 because I thought 6.5 was a lot, but it looked like FanDuel knew something we didn't. And Texas covers as they beat LSU 77-64. We were live here watching it. If you didn't join us, you can go back and check it out. It was us along with Rohan Davey and his wife who made it in here as well. She watched the first half with us. She headed home. Rohan smoked a beautiful brisket last night to feed the fellas. If you didn't see that, it's worth going back and watching just to see him slice that brisket. Because it was excellent. Shout out to Ro. We appreciate Rohan Davey and how much he means to the squad. But it was a sad night, ultimately. LSU loses 77-64 in Austin. And what was a hard-fought game majority of the way, but to close out the third and really that fourth quarter, Texas just absolutely dominated and ran away with it. The stat lines for LSU, Mikaylah Williams led the way with 20 points on 7 of 11 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 of 5 from the line, 2 rebounds, an assist, 5 turnovers from her. Flaugier had 11 on 3 of 14 shooting, 7 boards, 4 assists, 3 turnovers there. Koval with 4, Knox with 4, Richard with 2. And then off the bench, it wasn't much for the Tigers. You got 9 from Fulwiley, 7 from Zakiah, 2 from Hines right at the end, and Amaya had 5 with 2 boards to go along with it. And then for Texas, Rori Harmon, 11 points, 5 assists, 6 steals. Madison Booker, 18 points on 6 of 21 shooting. But it was Tia Sidbury, 10 points, 4 for 4. Aaliyah Crump, 7 of 10, 16 points, 5 boards. That really did it for the Longhorns. Ultimately, it was a rough game. It was hard fought. You were in it. I think you were down 4 going into the fourth, and then Texas just got away there. We'll obviously dive more into that as the show rolls on this morning. In other news, Drew Brees is a first ballot Hall of Famer, was announced yesterday evening. It was Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, and then you saw Drew Brees. And look, I know we don't talk too much Saints on here, and maybe that's because we're front runners a little bit. You know, they weren't overly exciting this year. We started picking it up at the end when they started to. But I myself was born in the golden era of Saints football. I was raised in and spoiled by Drew
nice.
Brees and Sean Payton. I didn't have to live those years prior, really. When Brees got here in, 06? I was 4 years old. And so I was raised in my sentient time of my life was Drew Brees and the Saints. I knew nothing else. And I'm absolutely spoiled by it because I've heard you talk about it. I heard my father talk about it for years. Plenty of people that have been around that are much older than I talk about how rough the Aints, right, before Brees got there. And people have their feelings about Drew. Especially in the media. He didn't do the greatest job on the microphone as an analyst or in the booth. He's pick and choose on his interviews, but when it comes to football, the man is an absolute GOAT.
Stay away from Yahoo Finance.
Fair enough. But he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He deserves it. There was never a doubt in my mind Drew Brees was a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he, for me personally, and Wyatt, I'll get your and Lloyd as well, y'all's thoughts. But Drew Brees and what he's meant to New Orleans and Louisiana, not just the Saints franchise, but the city and the state overall, bringing a Super Bowl to the franchise, and not just the Super Bowl, but it was a decade and a half of excellence, right? I mean, it wasn't just. 2009 was awesome, but I mean, there were multiple teams. I mean, the stretch for me, obviously, where I was the most in it was 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, where they were just the best franchise in the sport. They just couldn't get the rings to show for it. And there were the many heartbreak moments and all of these things, but ultimately you always wanted to go to bat with Drew Brees as your quarterback and some of the memorable plays he made. And so shout out to Drew Brees, a first ballot Hall of Famer. It was really awesome to see last night that he gets the honor because he deserves it. Lloyd, obviously you were a part of you lived a little bit more prior to the Drew Brees era, so it was maybe a little more rewarding for you when he got there, and you no longer had to sit through the ain'ts, and it was now proud to be a Saint.
Mike Ditka and Jim Haslett and Jeff Blake. Yeah, that's about right. Aaron Brooks.
Yep.
We had Joe Horn. That was fun. Deuce carried you. Hakeem dropped the ball. It was just a litany of things that had to happen and had to go right, or it was a celebration. That's the thing about the Saints that's always going to be fun is Michael Lewis. If it wasn't a party, they were going to make it a party, whether it be primetime television, Joe Horn pulling a phone out from underneath the goalpost. Like they made themselves interesting regardless of if they were good or not. Like I remember the Saints, Jerome Pathan, whenever they go against the Jacksonville Jaguars, they run this pitch back, lateral, 80 yards, touchdown to what you would think would tie the game. In the era of the old extra point, Carney from 26, you do this miraculous play. All you have to do is make the extra point to tie it. Miss the extra point, his first missed extra point in probably 15 years. And it's like, that's the Saints. And that was an era in which it was always fun to watch, but you never expected anything. They would like taste what it was like, what success felt like, and then they would always inevitably gut punch you. And then you're at the bottom of everything where you're playing Saints home games at LSU and Death Valley, which you think would be cool. Right. But this is when Nick Saban had just left or had just come back to college football for Alabama. You have the Saints playing in Tiger Stadium, and it's just this odd, bizarro world of where are we? Insert Sean Payton, Drew Brees, and it's this ultimate first year.
Yeah.
You go to the NFC Championship, you draft Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush didn't even want to be there. Sean Payton said, fuck you, you're coming. I don't care. Like, you see Mario Williams go one, and you're like, the Saints are going to get Reggie Bush after you had just seen him in college for 3 years. You're like, he's the best player maybe I've ever seen in college football. He's going to come to the Saints? And that marriage, and if it had happened in 2026,
right.
Reggie's his first ballot Hall of Famer too. But
different ball game.
That team in 2006, where it was my indoctrination of the NFL might be the most fun to be good at, because playing for a Super Bowl or contending in the playoffs is as fun as it can be, aside from an LSU national championship. Yeah. It immediately skyrocketed to 2, where I was like, oh, I'm interested every Sunday, where we would have like watch parties at the house, like people come over. I was like, I get it. And now you're obviously on the other side of it. But that encapsulation of going to New Orleans for games, like it was something that I never thought I would have because of what I experienced. So for Sean Payton, Drew Brees, Reggie Bush, that era, it doesn't happen without Drew.
Right.
To commit to the Saints after what happened where it felt like Nick Saban, shout out Danny Cannell's dad for not passing Drew on the physical, because I would go to Miami over Katrina's New Orleans any time of the year, but it shows what Drew Brees kind of saw, and it's a great, however you want to spin it, they spun it perfectly.
Right.
And to have that kind of happen and galvanize the city, the Steve Gleason block against Mike Vick and the Falcons, like that was an all-time, like you can't take that away.
No.
And it doesn't happen without Drew Brees being the quarterback, all the records he set. Like watching those games with people that diehard Saints fans for, like we are about LSU.
Right.
It's a totally different experience, and it encapsulates you, and it doesn't happen without Drew, and he deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, because not only did he get kicked out of San Diego for Phillip Rivers, they just washed him, and he comes to New Orleans, rebuilt, reinvigorated, and it's somebody that took a chance on the city that needed somebody to take a chance on him, and it's like the perfect story. It really does feel like a Hallmark card, and then for it to go the way that it did, where it feels like there was more on the table, heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak, but still you get the one.
Yeah.
And
it was one that you didn't know if you were ever going to get.
Ever.
Right? You never thought that was
the
going to
Chicago
happen.
Cubs.
And it's also the timing, right? You know, it's where the city was before he got there, right? When you think about, like Lloyd said, the odd time it was after Katrina, they're playing in Tiger Stadium. The city is just destroyed. It's one of the darkest times of, I think, majority of the people in just the state, not even just New Orleans, Louisiana's lives, was Katrina. And he gets there in 2006, and it's just this revival of a city, and it is the perfect encapsulation to me, Drew Brees and the Saints, of what football is to Louisiana, what this state is, right? Where we talk about how resilient Louisianians are. They battle back, they band together, all of those things. But it also perfectly encapsulates what football means to this state. Crime goes down when the Saints are good. You know, the city is distraught, but guess what brings everyone back together? It was Sean Payton, it was Drew Brees, it was the Saints, and then ultimately a handful of years later, it's them hoisting that trophy after beating Brett Favre in the NFC Championship game and then going and facing Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl and bringing it home. And really, like I said, that stretch from 17, 18, 19, 20, there should have been another one. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were able to build, you know, there was the ugly middle years between, you know, like the 2013, 14, 15, 16, where it was the defense was just blah, and Brees was ripping 5,000 yards, but they couldn't stop anybody. And then they finally check some boxes. They get to Mario. They do these things to get Drew that second one because he deserved it for all that he meant. And they couldn't quite get over the hump, and there was all the heartbreak. But it's what makes you love it even more. And Wyatt, you were closer to it geographically than Lloyd and I were. Lloyd in Alexandria, right. Myself here in Baton Rouge. To you and being raised in that, what has Drew Brees meant from a football standpoint?
No, I mean, he's one of the best to ever do it. And, like, to y'all's point, you know, he came into New Orleans at the time when, and Sean Payton as well, when the city needed something to kind of get behind, something to cheer for. And, you know, they did that and even more. And the lens I always kind of look at it through, because like you, I didn't really go through the Saints being bad. Like, the first season I really, really started paying attention to the Saints was the year they won the Super Bowl. I watched every second of every game, well, except for the second half of the Patriots game when I talked shit about Kevin Falk. My bad. But
sorry, Dad.
Right. But, like, I always, when I would talk to my dad and my grandpa about it, they would always echo, like, the same things of, like, it's going to go wrong. Like, it always goes wrong, right? Like, my dad always used to say the first play that the Saints ever had when they became a franchise, they returned the opening kick, and it's been all downhill since there. Like, it's never gotten back to that. So to experience that, like, that playoff run with the Cardinals, the Vikings, the Colts, with them was so awesome for me. And, like, even, like, we beat the Vikings in the NFC Championship game, and my dad's car got broken into. Like, there's always a price, and that's what my dad always used to tell me. Like, it's going to go wrong somewhere. Like, it can't. It's not this perfect story. And to see them after, like, all that, like, pain of years and years and years of losing to the 49ers and getting killed in the 80s, the 90s, all that, to see that with them, like, and experience that with them, that's what I'll always remember, and that's so special to me. And I think the biggest thing that I remember about Drew, he was an amazing quarterback, obviously, you know, one of the best to ever do it. But I always think of how he embraced the city and, you know, the state, which is something we talk a lot about with, you know, Lane and Brian Kelly. And it really is true. Like, if you play sports in Louisiana, whatever franchise or program you're a part of, if you wrap your arms around the state, you wrap your arms around the city, it doesn't matter how you play, they're going to wrap their arms right back around you and make it worth your while. So
yeah, no, I mean, I think I truly do believe Drew Brees is the perfect encapsulation of Louisiana football.
Right.
Where you see a person not from here, right, wrap their arms and embrace the city, like you said, Wyatt, and it's returned, and it shows what football means. I mean, it absolutely revived a franchise, a city, a state, and I mean, it was some of the most fun. It was the most fun times of my life. You know, where in 2011, the Saints and LSU are just these machines, right? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, that's one of the most fun times I've ever had. And then you turn it around, and in 2018, 2019, I mean, the Saints are in 2018 are the best team in the NFL. LSU, you know, they got Burrow, and it was all, you know, they beat Georgia, and the next day the Saints or whatever. And then in 2019, the Saints are good once again, and there's just all these beautiful memories for me where I've just been lucky enough to be a part of the golden era of LSU football and Saints football and where it crossed over. And it wouldn't have been possible without Drew. And he is a first ballot Hall of Famer, as he should be. And that deserves 9 claps for old number 9. The first number 9. Look, my favorite photograph ever is Burrow and Brees both holding the 9 jerseys. And the funny part is they're holding their own, because if they would have swapped, it could look like some type of payment back, you know, when college rules were crazy. But it was always cool to me that Burrow got 9, and now there's just this number that's encapsulates Southern Louisiana football better than anything else, and it's 9. And 9 claps for Drew Brees, as he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Ready.
There's
Shout out.
Video that the Saints put out that I feel like is probably worth watching.
Send it.
Every generation has its standard. For New Orleans, it wore number 9. He arrived with questions.
I felt like this is where I belong, to be a part of not only the rebuilding of an organization, but also a city and a region.
But left with answers, carved into history.
The Saints have won the Super Bowl.
Records fell.
Just witness history.
Sundays changed. Belief became permanent. Now, the game makes it official.
It's truly an honor and a pleasure to congratulate you, Drew. You've had an amazing career. You're deserving of being first ballot into the Hall.
You are the greatest Saints player of all time, and well-deserved honor. The work you put in was special.
I knew he was going to get in, and being the first ballot means a whole lot to a lot of players. He deserved it.
Never give up. Great job.
Your leadership was so imminent and so apparent post-Katrina.
Drew Brees didn't just play here. He changed what here meant.
When I leave this game, I would like for people to look at me and say that, hey, Drew Brees played the game the way it was supposed to be played. He left the game better than when he found it, and he did things the right way, and he was a pro.
We knew long before the gold jacket ever did. Our GOAT. Welcome to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
It was a beautiful video. It was absolutely beautiful. No, I mean, like, when you talk about your love for sport, there are the highs and the lows. And for me, the Saints have some of the like one of the highest highs and also one of the lowest lows from when you think of what 2009 was. Like, I vividly remember watching it. I remember watching the NFC Championship game at my grandfather's house, where it's the whole family downstairs, like every single member of my family in the living room watching it on this TV. And I remember when when Favre threw the interception.
Oh my God!
My family, my family jumps up in the air, and one of my aunts rolls their ankle because they were just something like it was this. But it didn't matter.
Marge went down.
Not go anywhere. It was just fired up. And then I remember them winning the Super Bowl, and then I also remember standing in front of the television in 2018 when the Nola no call happens, and in 2017 too. Just the lowest of low moments, and it's the encapsulation of the Saints and fandom really that Drew Brees was able to bring, and why. I mean, you were just and Lloyd were just talking about it. I mean, 2011. It's like the peak of our fandom lives.
Yeah.
Where you think that the Saints were 13-3, LSU's they were 12-0, 13-0 after the SEC championship. So are they actually going to do it? Are like both teams going to pull this off? And neither ends up pulling it off. But it was a special year.
Still here.
Still here. So shout out to Drew Brees. Congratulations to the GOAT on the Pro Football Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer. Number 9, man. It should never be worn again in the state.
I don't think it will be.
Football.
Yeah.
Like, it just should never be done because you got some goats in that number, and it started with Drew Brees rocking it in New Orleans.
Fucking retired in the high schools too.
I'm saying like nobody should be able to put that number on. It's just like in Louisiana, 9 is just. It's set apart. Every single high school, every single college, everybody's got to put it up in the rafters.
I love it.
Because it just should never be worn.
Beatles were onto something.
Nice. That's the theme song of the state.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right. Lunatics.
But to the sad news, last night, 77-64 loss to Texas. I'm going to read through some of Kim Mulkey's answers as she met with the media, obviously, with a post-game press conference. After a rough loss, they were in it. I think they were down 4 going into the 4th, and it was a ride from there as Texas just dominated that 4th quarter. First quote from Coach Mulkey. She says, you look at it, we had 18 turnovers, and 16 of those were from our main perimeter players. But it wasn't just the turnovers. It was poor shot selection. That's equivalent to turnovers to me, just taking bad shots. When you play Texas, they're going to full court press for 40 minutes. It's not going to go away. You've got to take care of the ball and execute. And I just thought they were good, they were hungry, and very effective. Look, I think LSU played right into the hands of Texas last night. You knew what to expect from the Longhorns, like Mulkey just said. You knew they were going to pick up. They were going to press you full court from the jump. They were going to be extremely aggressive, a whole lot of energy in front of their home crowd. All of those things, you knew that was going to happen. And I just felt like LSU played into the hands of Texas throughout the entire night. They weren't screening to get the ball in on the full court press, so there were a lot of times where they were just lobbing it over the top, catching it, and then they were sprinting. But it's not with LSU's offense, you want them to be out and run, but coming out of the press break, it's not a fast break, right? It's not a steal to a layup. You're thinking it's a fast break. You're sped up like it is, but they have 3 people back set up in defense. And so it's 3-on-3, really, because you've got your inbounder and the other person that was in the front court, the back court behind you. You have it, and the 2 deep offensive players have it. And they just – what is she saying?
We're dumb.
We're dumb. Yeah.
Or we're done. I think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb. Looks like an M at the end. But they just played right into Texas' hands. They did the complete game. They played how Texas wanted LSU to play. And – when you play a team that's that talented, like Texas is, you have to control who you are. You have to take care of you. And they didn't. They played into Texas' hands, in my opinion. When I watched that game, they played the way Texas wanted LSU to play, and that's just never going to be good enough.
Could you say one job?
Do what?
You have one job.
That could be what she said. I think it was we're dumb. But because on top of that, Texas, they got theirs, and it wasn't Booker. Now, she scored to start the game, but I think she was 6 of 21 on the night. It wasn't that you got dominated by their star. It was the bench. it was the ancillary pieces. Their bench was the difference from Mulkey. Correct me if I'm wrong, but their bench scored a large percentage of their points. Sidbury didn't miss a shot. Crump scored in double figures. Their bench was very, very good tonight. Crump is a good-sized perimeter player. She probably played some 4, or at least we had our 4 on her. She hit some mid-range shots, didn't hit the 3, but she rebounded. She had 5 boards. So not only did she have 16 points and 5 rebounds in 23 minutes, she was special. She was very good. They got more from their outsiders, I'll call it, right? You've got your core. LSU's is Flau'jae, Mikaylah, Jada, Malaysia. But really, Flau'jae and Mikaylah is that's your 2. For Texas, it's Madison Booker. So it was like, okay, Madison, let her play her game. Don't let the other ones get you. And Tia Sidbury, 10 points, 4-4 shooting. Aaliyah Crump, 16 on 7 of 10. Oldacre had 6. Because when you look at it, Rori Harmon and Madison Booker shot 10 for 35. That's not winning basketball. But they did a lot on the defensive end. Rori Harmon with 6 steals. And that's where I say they played right into the hands of Texas. They were sped up. They were out of rhythm. They were never comfortable, especially in that second half. They did not get the ball into Mikaylah's hands nearly enough. And that was part of Texas's game plan. Get them sped up, make them get out of the flow of offense so they can't get the ball to 12 and let her work. Because in the half-court offense, that's got to be your game plan, right? Is run everything through 12. And they weren't able to get in a half-court offense, and when they did, they were sped up, and it was a mess, especially that fourth quarter where they were taking bad shots. They were turning the ball over. They weren't moving the basketball. Then they're not getting back on defense, and they're giving up freebies, or they're fouling. They're giving up offensive rebounds. It was just a mess. And, look, they've got another big game in a week from tomorrow, Saturday, February 14th on Valentine's Day. They face off against South Carolina at home. They've got another game on the road this Sunday against Auburn to get right, to calm down, get back in a rhythm before the big-time matchup. But you were on the road in Austin. Texas came out with energy and with the decision on their mind. They were not going to lose to this team twice. And they forced LSU to play the way Texas wanted LSU to play. And you're not going to win when that happens. When you're forced to take bad shots, when you get sped up and you go 1-on-3, or you're driving lanes that aren't there, right? You don't adjust in the pick and roll. That was one thing that I saw time and time again last night was the pick and roll offense, right? The start of the game, because Texas was hedging hard, right? Whoever the big was that's following Koval or Joyner, whether it's Oldacre or 25, was hedging hard. And so if you could turn the corner or you could just throw the pass to the big. And they got, I think Koval scored a couple off of that. Amaya scored a few off of that. But then Rori Harmon and Texas adjusted. And Harmon would slip, would drop into the help, and steal that pass. I think she stole it 3 times. And I had said it on the stream last night, they've got to see the play after the play. Okay, so you win the first chess match of the pick and roll, you're getting the lay at the rim, right? Well, Texas makes a move. They adjust to it. They're now stealing the pass to the post player. Well, what's next after that? It would be wherever Harmon's helping from, wherever the defense is shifting from, you've got to get the ball that way. So instead of forcing it to the roll, it's got to be a throwback. It's got to be a skip pass. And I think they did it once I can remember where they saw the roll. Texas had took it away. They skip it to Mikaylah in the corner, and she drills the 3. That was the adjustment, and they just didn't do it enough. And I don't know if it was the coaches that didn't see it. I would assume that's not the case because that coaching staff's seen a lot of basketball. Or if it's the players that were just sped up and weren't adjusting. In my opinion, that's what it seemed like. And so it was a tough loss. It looks worse on the scorebook because really, I mean, you were down 4 going into the fourth. You were very much in that basketball game. But that fourth quarter, Texas turned up the heat a little bit, and LSU was not prepared to battle in that manner. And ultimately that leads to a 77-64 loss in Austin, where LSU drops to 3 losses both overall and in the conference. It would be very hard to get back in the mix to win the SEC in the regular season. It puts a lot more pressure on Saturday, February 14th. February 14th.
Think about
Football.
September. Oh.
No. February 14th.
Never forget.
Where LSU and South Carolina face off in the PMAC. Because you wanted to win one of these two to put yourself in a real good spot to be a top 2 seed in the tournament in March.
Because it shows how important playing at home is.
Massive.
That's what felt like the difference. Oh, again with this. LSU got swallowed up. That momentum that Texas was able to carry over from play to play to play, like basketball, we know how it is. It's a game of runs, but LSU couldn't come up with a stop. LSU could not. And this has been the critique of a Kim Mulkey-led team. Whenever it goes bad, you know exactly what's happening.
Yep.
And that's the part that is frustrating about a team that's so talented, a team that has when it goes good, it's great. The show, as they aptly named, because whenever it's rolling, it feels like this is the best team in the country. But when it gets stagnant and it gets taking the ball out the bucket, having to go half court, it doesn't feel like they have answers sometimes, and it just becomes this stagnant offense of your turn.
Ball screen, ISO.
You're lucky if you get a ball screen. It's you to me, to you to me, to you shot. And that's the part that's frustrating because you would expect at some point, let's run some action, let's be able to get something. And whenever it happens, you're surprised. And that shouldn't be the case when you have Flage, a 4-year player, Mikaylah Williams, 3-year player. You have a litany, Malaysia Fulwiley's their 3rd year. Like, you have veterans on this team that should be able to get into a set and not just go ISO. Like, it's very much a frustrating version of the offense whenever you've seen it. And Joe Schwartz has said this, it starts on the offensive end. I mean, on the defensive end.
Yeah, 100%.
Whenever they can get stops, and you saw Malaysia Fulwiley, she picks the pocket twice. You see, and this is where I think the game switched, right? You were able to get back-to-back buckets by Mikaylah Williams, and it feels like you're taking the momentum from Texas. And then LSU can't get the ball in bounds. You have to call a timeout, and it becomes Texas gets it back, scores, and then everything kind of eviscerates from there. It goes the opposite way because all the momentum you built, all the things you have to do to win on the road in a place like that to silence the crowd. You heard the LSU chants in their own arena, and you're like, oh, this is where it happens. This is where you kind of separate yourself in a road environment, a top-5 team that you're playing against. You're a road dog, and you have everything going for it. Then you don't give Mikaylah Williams the ball again.
Yeah.
And it's like those are adjustments that you have to make as a coaching staff from the sidelines to go, hey, let's understand who's hot right now, who's playing their best basketball. Get them if this is the way you're going to play, you have to find. And credit to Texas for ball denial, not allowing her to get open or be able to get the basketball. But as a staff, just fundamentally a way to win, is get the ball to your best player. And you'll live and die with that, even if it's not a good shot. But she didn't even have the opportunity to take a good or bad shot.
Right.
And that's the frustrating part. And then you have run out after run out after run out from Texas where it's easy. And then LSU can't inbound the ball. You're throwing it away multiple times just off of taking it out the hoop.
Can't get it in.
You can't get it. That's that a top-5 team don't. That doesn't happen. And it's when LSU plays poorly, you see these signs that are like perplexing almost.
Texas brought to light every weakness and every flaw of the LSU women's basketball team.
And that's been the case for 3 years.
The press offense was poor, right? You're having to run. You're forcing yourself to be sped up because you're throwing it up the sideline over the defender into the whoever's hands like it's a fade ball, right? I mean, like Jada Richard at the end of the game threw one to Flauget. She was like she was Calvin Johnson on 4th and goal, where there's two defenders around her, and you're just throwing it up here, and of course it gets stolen, right?
Well, even if you catch it, it's not a touchdown.
No, I mean it's
You
not
have to do something.
Yeah, you would, even if you catch it, you're in no man's land, right? But I don't know if I ever saw them screen to get open, right? Where if you're in the half court offense, if you're struggling, and not saying any coach that I've ever been around is to the level of Kim Mulkey, but if you come to a Central high school basketball game, if we go one-on-one and try to get it on a press offense, it doesn't work. It's timeout and it's screen to get open. The next time down, you set a ball screen, you put your body on somebody to get that guy open, and if they both go with him, guess what? Boom, you face, you're open. Right? You have to do something instead of going one-on-one, because what Texas wanted was LSU to throw it over the top, to get it in a run-out where they felt like it was a fast break, but actually they've got 3 defenders back, and it's 3-on-3, and they're extremely confident in where they were. They played right into LSU's hands.
Texas's hands.
Yeah, right into Texas's hands. Right? And then on Texas' standpoint, LSU has no real offensive identity besides talented players. Their offensive identity really is a defensive identity. They score on the run. They score in fast break offense. You saw it last night. When they can get out and they can drop it and they can do all those things, that's how they play, is fast-paced. But fast-paced in the open floor, not fast-paced in the manner in which they played last night, which was exactly how Texas wanted them to play. They wanted Jada, Flauget, Mikaylah, somebody other than 12 to beat them. And so LSU would get it into one of those and get up the floor and run and take a bad shot or take a good shot and miss it. I mean, Jada got a couple of good looks on a mid-range pull-up, and she just didn't make them. She was 1 for 10 on the night. Flauget 3 for 14. That's 4 for 24 from 2 of your best 3. Mikaylah Williams 7 of 11. Madison Booker 6 of 21. I would like Mikaylah's shot numbers to look, or shot attempt numbers to look a little bit more like Madison Booker's. They got 21 shots for theirs, right? Their number one, their player, got 21 shots. 21 looks at the rim. Now, granted, she only made 6 of them. She didn't shoot it well. She got 21 shots. Mikaylah got 11. You've got to get Mikaylah Williams 15 shots. And part of the reason you weren't able to get those shots is because you turned the ball over 19 times. Right? And that's what Texas wanted to happen. That's the turnover numbers is what Texas would want it to look like. LSU 19, Texas 10. Free throw percentage, Texas was 17 of 20. That's 85%. To LSU's 9 of 14. That's 64. LSU shot more threes than Texas did, which very rarely does LSU shoot more threes in a ball game. They both shot 42% from the field. Offense rebounds were even. Texas just came at a more opportune time. 34 bench points for Texas. 12 steals for Texas, 6 for LSU. Right? Those are the live ball turnovers that I reference that LSU wants. A dead ball turnover allows Texas or the opponent to get back and set their defense, and it's just a normal half-court offense segment. A live ball turnover is how LSU gets out and runs, and really ultimately how they score points. Texas got double the live ball turnovers than LSU. Texas also had the lead 27 minutes of that game. The score going into the fourth quarter was a 4-point lead for Texas, but like I told y'all as the game started, when you are on the road in an environment like that, whatever the lead is, add 6 to it. That's just how it goes. That's what the crowd brings, right? So if they're up by 4, really it feels like 10 because you're on the road. And look, I am How we doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Talking a little women's basketball
Good.
from last night.
That was a rough one.
It was.
That was rough. I mean, they let it slip away and he couldn't catch back.
Momentum is a hell of a drug.
What?
Momentum is a hell of a drug.
Two ways about it.
Uncle Mo, or Aunt Mo in this case.
You got it. Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, ultimately it was a rough ending to that game. Like I said, they were going in the fourth quarter down 4, but really it felt like 10 because you're on the road. That place is rocking. They've got the momentum, and you just weren't able to close the gap because you couldn't score. And it's going to be hard to win when you're turning the ball over, and when you do get shots, they don't fall. So it was an unfortunate loss, but I will still ride with this team. They are extremely talented. You've seen two very, very different ends of the spectrum, right? Last Sunday, the performance they put together against Alabama, as good as you can see a team play basketball, but it started on that defensive end. And then on Texas, where you saw some of their flaws come out to light right there in front of you at 8 p.m. So you've seen both ends of the spectrum in this last matchup, this last week of games. They've got to get right against Auburn. They've got a big-time game against South Carolina, but they still got to finish out an SEC schedule, which is not going to be easy. So we'll see where it goes. Like I said, I will ride with this team. I believe in this coaching staff. I believe in the talent on this team. I want Mikaylah Williams to get the amount of shots that Madison Booker does. 7 for 11. She had the hot hand. You got to get her more than 11 shots. So we'll see what they can do Sunday in Auburn before they come back home and face South Carolina on Valentine's Day. We will take a quick break here as we have rolled right through hour number 1 talking about Mr. Drew Brees in the Hall of Fame and LSU women's basketball taking a loss last night. We'll come right back with more Tingle & Co. after this.
Fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Branding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here as we open up hour number 2 on this Friday morning. We close out the week, Lloyd. Do not. We close out. We appreciate a good week here of shows. We've appreciated, I've appreciated everybody coming in studio. It's been nice. Wyatt and Poge and Christian. No Jonathan this week, but I'm sure we'll be back.
He had his friend in from New Orleans.
That's all right.
Not for the watch party last night either.
I was
disappointed.
That's usually his jam, baby.
I know. I was disappointed. I was ready to talk some
anything.
Some things. Yeah, it always gets crazy with Jonathan.
That's what the watch parties are about.
Yeah.
Certainly when it's a game like that, you got to make your own content.
That's for sure. You got to find something to have fun. 2 claps this morning, both baseball related. Got a text yesterday around 6 p.m. from one Seth Dardar, 6:30. I might need to come on the podcast every morning. Went yard, first AB today, LMAO. Shout out to Seth Dardar. The Tingle & Co. It's not the curse. The Tingle blessing. It is. You do the pod in the morning, you get into Alec Box Stadium, you go, first AB. Seth Dardar. The Tingle & Co. blessing begins now. Ready. Also saw some former Tigers swing by Alec Box Stadium for some BP. A little selfie posted yesterday as, was it Braden Joubert, Tommy White, Gavin Dugas, and of course the GOAT, Dylan Cruz. 4 key members of that 2023 Dream Team that donned the purple and gold and won the Natty. There they are right there. Joubert, White, Cruz, Dugas from left to right. If you didn't know,
it's about 80 home runs in that picture.
That's a lot of bombs in that pick.
Yeah,
a lot of big time swings of the bat. I mean, this is the thing, right? Joubert, when he would get hot.
Oh yeah.
It was the Vanderbilt game?
Yeah, he had like 9 RBIs.
When he had like 17 on the weekend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's just crushing the ball. And then Tommy White, of course.
Don't throw it in the loop.
Dude.
That thing is going to the moon.
Moonshot.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Tommy tanks.
Big swing. Couple big swings.
Gavin Dugas as well. Huge swings of the bat. Even when
I wish you'd have been healthy.
Fully healthy. I mean, he was still sending some balls.
Huge at bats too, not just swings. He had one of the at bats against Florida where he took like 9 pitches. I think it was against I forget the pitcher, but he had like an insane at bat, walked, and I think we scored a run that inning.
It was the first rounder.
Yeah, it's
the pitcher outfielder.
It's not Waldrop, it's the other one. He was
Caglione?
Jack Caglione.
It was the first guy. It was the first guy. Sproat. Brandon Sproat. That's who it is.
He was just fighting off pitch after pitch after pitch. And then, of course, Dylan Cruz. Need I say more? The greatest baseball player I've ever seen put on the uniform.
I don't think that's a stretch. We've seen with
my eyes. Like
Bregman.
Cruz is better.
Cruz is.
Cruz is better.
Bregman was good, man.
No,
I mean, it's not a bad conversation.
It's tough. It's tough with the bats, though. The bats back then.
I know. It's unfortunate.
I think I'm taking Bregman, but it's a very arguable. I could talk about that for 30 minutes.
Dylan Cruz to me the best I've ever sat.
Right.
My
Dylan,
watch.
He was unreal. He was unreal.
It was for 3 years. Just
I love Breggy. He's a Cubby.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, but buddy, DC is one of one.
He is. He absolutely is.
And so it was cool to see
that ass.
Oh my gosh! I mean, it was the first thing we noticed about him when he was a freshman
player.
Dude, when they get in that pinstripes, hold me back.
Well, and then he brought and Bear adopted it from him, but that
cockwalk.
Yeah.
That lean back.
Yeah.
It's like always.
The bye to Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh, so
subtle,
tough.
Right? Subtle shit talker. Then he did.
Beautiful.
Never saw it coming.
No, I mean.
And then the double.
Oh
yeah, against Kentucky.
Like that's why
that's awesome because he didn't do his bat his
he fucking doesn't care about
Tigers,
himself.
Man. That's the fucking shit that makes me want to.
And he should have
never
been on LSU's campus.
No shot.
And not only was he on LSU's campus, he
dominated
and
from
he
day
just
one.
Loved it. He loved it.
3.
I don't think there's been a bigger advocate for screw going into the draft you need to go do this than Dylan Cruz.
Right.
At this place. Not just go to college. He's like, at this place because it's a little bit.
That's the argument you use now. When you're recruiting kids, you're like, look what Dylan Cruz did.
Mullet, mustache.
And you keep adding to it because then you look at the DC that's on the team now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would play that clip of him against Tennessee where he hits the single and gets on base and he's freaking popping the jersey at first base like this. Like, that is
not an emotional guy.
The minor league baseball cannot replicate that.
No.
Same thing you talk about with Curiel.
That's what I'm saying. With
Oh,
Curiel.
yeah.
Like, that, it can't be replicated. Nothing can replicate that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have the opportunity to 2-3 years, I mean, those two DCs, I tell you what, they'll let you know.
Pop me a cold one.
There's not a better thing to do and a better place to do it at than right here. And I cannot wait.
Well, and the fact that they come back speaks the same exactly
Right.
what you're saying. Like, they can go anywhere.
Yeah.
They all still live here in the off season. They all want to come back to LSU because it is, first of all, the coaching staff. Second of all, the accessibility to the facility. You get to go to Marucci. Like, it's all right here.
The top, like, there's also the best facilities.
And the culture that they're not from here.
No.
Dylan's parents picked up and moved from Florida. Tommy White's parents picked up and moved from Florida. They both live here now.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, we're not leaving. And that's what this place does to you,
Right.
certainly for baseball. Like, football is a different thing. It's a different beast. Baseball is so ingrained into what Baton Rouge is and how it's set up for success and how it caters to its alumni to come back. And they always come back for the first pitch break. They don't have to do any of this. But it's such an advocate for the school, and they don't do it because of that. They do it because they want to be here.
Right.
And that is such a testament to what Skip Burtman built, Paul Maneri, now Jay Johnson, of the culture of the place. Like, you compare it to what Brian Kelly did. Doors are shut.
Right.
Like, you're telling me you're not going to let me in the fucking building?
I built the building.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Johnson's the opposite. Like, boys, I would love to have you. Like, here's the
Why would you
fucking
not?
keys. Because he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And it couldn't have been more evident. And this is the polar opposite of, like, here, take them. Go in whenever you want. Call Coach Jordan, best BP thrower in the country. Door's always open.
Yep.
And you get to see it. And then this, how does this hurt the brand?
It doesn't. You know what I mean? Like,
doesn't.
You don't think
Paul Skeens is here for a week.
You don't think these guys that are now at LSU,
he could take BP too,
or visiting LSU, aren't going to be shell shocked to walk into the building and see Dylan Cruz's face across the table, Tommy White, taking, you know what I mean? Like, that's the best recruiting pitch you can do is you want to sit and watch Tommy White and Dylan Cruz take BP.
Well, and they walk
what do you
around
mean?
like
they
walk around like it's nothing,
right?
And the people like, they see him like, I'm sure Dara's like, it's Dylan Cruz,
right?
Yeah,
and because I'm a fan,
of course, and I love the Jay Johnson part of it because like I always likened it's not the greatest comparison ever, but like the 2023 national championship team in baseball to like 2019 in football. Those guys. They're bigger stars, so obviously they're not going to come back as much. But, like, the fact that O's not here anymore, he's not around.
Oh, he was at Rouse's yesterday.
Well, I know, yes. But not around, like, the program. There's always going to be kind of like a disconnect there, I feel like. Because these guys come back and they love talking to Jay Johnson and their old coaching staff and stuff like that. And you don't have that with the 2019 team. I mean, they come back here and there. But O's not here anymore, you know. And I'm sure they don't love that. Like, they love O. I like O, you know. We needed to move on. But, like, I just love that part of it with Jay Johnson.
I don't think that you have the ability to replicate that without Jay Johnson being here. That's part of the reason. Like, LSU is its brand in itself, but to have a familiar face and the familiarity of the entire staff.
Of course.
And it's like, I get to walk in and, like I said, call Coach Jordan, like, hey, I'm coming up for BP. He's like, absolutely, I'm already here.
Right.
Like Jay Johnson said, y'all think I'm a hard worker. He's here before I am.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have that familiarity, and that's what happens when you build a dynastic program. It's all the same people. You get to come back, and like that's what happens when turnover happens, as you lose that sense of familiarity where it's like, can I come in? Can I not? And that's, like I said, Jay Johnson's made zero wrong moves of what am I going to do when I get here?
No,
Skip
oh my
Burtman.
gosh.
And it's like, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would I not listen?
Zero.
And this is how it happens. This is how you create a sustainability and a dynastic program is I'm still here. Like, yeah, y'all please come over here.
And because 2025 can't happen without 2023.
No.
Right? 2023 for Jay was the getting over the hump and doing it.
Nice.
Monkey off the back, right? Like made it to the CW, made it to Omaha, won it, did it, done, like checked that box. So now the pressure's different because it's not like I need to finally get one. It's okay. Got to figure out how to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And 2025, I thought, right, not that 2023 wasn't, but 2025 is just covered with Jay Johnson's fingerprints.
Yeah, he's the crime. He committed the crime.
Right? He all of it, right? 2023 was the best collection of talent
Had
that
to.
you could have, like, if you
He could have put more pressure on himself.
If you didn't win it, right, with Skeens and Cruz and White and, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
if you didn't win it in 2019.
Right. If you're telling me Burrow, I mean, they have.
It's the most embarrassing thing that can happen.
and
Because when you see him in the league, you're like, that team didn't win a national championship. It's like Jay Daniels, Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors.
Right.
Like, what happened? Like, I don't know what we were talking about it.
And so it's he gets the monkey off the back in 23. There's no more can I do it? You know what I mean? Like, am I able to win one? Right? Gets that done, checks that box. And
I'm
it's
driving
like, okay,
now.
Now that pressure's gone. Now guess what? Now it's all my players. Like, this is officially my program in 25, and it's like kick that engine on and we're driving this thing. And 2025 was. And it wasn't possible without the guys that are walking around. And when they do it this year or next year or whatever, whenever the next one comes, because it's going to happen, those guys are still going to be around the building because that championship isn't possible without those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
LSU baseball. That's the dynasty that it is.
That's what Lane Kiffin is also inheriting.
And how many times have we said in the football hire, the example of how to do this thing is on campus.
Yeah.
It's right there. And LSU football is a bigger in-your-face brand than LSU baseball is. LSU baseball is a machine. LSU football is it's the poster, right? That's what it is. And so you need a little more out there with football, but the example of how to create and sustain a dynastic program is right there on your campus. 2 in 4 years. Been here for 4 years. Every other year, he's won the national championship. And so when we were talking about the football hire, it's you want somebody like that, but you also want someone that when they get here, they look at that and understand, I could maybe learn a thing or two from what's being done right there
or what's
in Ally Box Stadium.
Been done
prior.
Right, and he has a relationship with somebody that did it prior at the place.
Right.
Like the same way Jay Johnson did with Skip Bertman, Lane Kiffin has that relationship with Nick Saban.
You got the godfather of the two sports, right?
Mate, what should I do? Help me out.
Speed dial, right?
Yeah.
You've got the godfather of football who's whispering in the ear of your current head coach, and the godfather of LSU baseball who's whispering in the ear of your current LSU head baseball coach.
And Jay said it best, like they had talked about comparing him to Skip Bertman because Jacques did it in this preview that's coming out the day before the opener. He talked about what he could do if he stayed as long as Skip and how many championships he could win. Like, you could surpass. He's like, there's no surpassing Skip Bertman.
Yeah.
Like, to have that
there's not.
Sense of self, be like, that's not what I'm trying to do here.
Well, because Skip Bertman didn't have Skip Bertman.
Right,
like
no, but
Jay
it doesn't
Johnson
have.
has, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like I'm not trying to be. There's no being better than that. I'm just trying to not drop it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I just
think
wanted to
Lane-
live up to what that is.
Lane has that same. I'm not going to be Nick Saban.
He could do something totally different.
He
I
could
think
do-
he could.
Well,
Like,
he
that's
could separate
I think
himself-
to me that's the difference.
Well, he could separate himself from an LSU standpoint,
Yes.
not a college football.
No,
standpoint.
I'm saying just strictly
just
here.
Yeah, no, I mean Nick left too early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm saying. You have unfinished business.
Right, and so
Skip has no unfinished business.
Nah, he took care of it,
and he's still doing it.
He handled it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He handled business.
Tough coach. I want him over. That was brutal. Oh, I do a pot. I got to produce for Skip, and he coached me up pretty tough.
If there's anybody you want coaching you up,
that's what I'm saying.
it.
I mean, it was great. It was kind of. I'm glad I fucked up a lot.
Yeah,
like, this is awesome.
Now
he's
yelling at you. You're like, this is making it better.
He's like, stop smiling.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, stop smiling. This is awesome.
Oh, I don't know if
I worked so hard for this.
I don't know if you're the one to do this. Where's Stewart? Oh, he's not here either.
No, it's I cannot wait. I mean, we are what? It's a week from today.
7 days.
It's a week from today.
Cannot wait.
LSU baseball in Alex Box. As we've told you many times, this crew, this team, the Tingle & Co. crew, will be in Alex Box Stadium for opening pitch, for first pitch, opening day baseball.
Put the rubber on.
Have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, this is fine.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
We'll all be
So
there.
nice.
And we want to
Poj
see.
will be there.
We want to see.
Yeah,
you
Poj will be there.
We want to see. Yeah, Poj will walk. He'll get there.
He'll walk.
We want to see all of you there too. If you're going to opening day, which you better be. I can't. There's no way you aren't. Come and see us. Come say hello. I'll probably be wearing this. The LSU baseball.
Oh, why did you get an AB? Oh, Poj will have to be there. He works on the field crew.
Yeah, he's field crew.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I thought
field crew.
He was like trying to explain it like it. He's like, I mean, I kind of like it, and by I kind of like it, he loves it. He was trying to make it seem like
it
trying
would
to,
be cool.
That's
like,
what I was like.
yeah.
Coach, I would kill to be able to do that.
Be
What are you
awesome.
talking about? And he's like, I'm kind of the lead guy on it. Like,
Yeah,
after I
that's
started gassing
awesome.
him up about it, he's like, it's so much fun. I get to rake the field, and I was like,
Oh.
whenever you see them rake the dirt, he's like, I'm the first one out. And I was
That's
like, fuck
awesome.
yeah, Poj, let's
That's
go get him.
yeah.
That was before he realized who we were. And
Yeah.
He was almost embarrassed about it.
He didn't want to be nerdy about it. We're like,
Poj,
we were in
Fucking
Omaha.
nerd out, man.
We ate the dirt in Omaha.
I still have it in my car.
Yes. That's awesome.
I put Omaha dirt and grass in a Zen can, and I still keep it in my car.
I'm going through every highlight game from last season. I'm on like 30 of like 60 something.
Yeah.
I just watched us lose to Northwestern
I was about to
State.
say, you're right at the...
Like I literally just watched it. Like I didn't skip it. I watched it. Like nerd out, dude. Like
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's what, and that's. It was funny.
Told you had to go home early that day.
I was talking to Ro on the phone yesterday, and before he came in for watch party, he was like, y'all really got something special over there. I was like, okay, Ro, what type of special?
that could be taken a couple
like,
different
are we
ways.
like good special, like this could be pretty awesome, or like it's kind of odd. He was like a little bit of both.
Yeah, I would agree.
Perfect.
Yeah,
that's it. That's what we're looking for. We want a bunch of guys that are going to be in Omaha and want to eat the dirt. You don't just want to be there and take the picture. No, you have to love it so much. I want to.
Absolutely.
That's Tingle & Co., baby. Mm-hmm. That's what it is, and that's why
Snort the chalk.
We
Not even a
appreciate
question.
you guys.
I want to taste the dirt that Cade Anderson threw a complete game shutty on.
The funniest thing is that our sweet boy Christian is like personal friends with Cade Anderson to the point where they were like, if Cade would just come,
we're walking past the dugout at practice, and Cade Anderson's in the dugout. He just goes, "Cowley."
Crazy.
Yeah, we're like,
insane.
We were both like,
Yeah,
no.
we were both so disappointed, and so then we're talking.
So we're chatting it up for like 15 minutes, and then the Godfather comes over. Well, the second step Godfather. Bill Frankhead's like, y'all gotta break it up a little bit. Like, y'all can't. We're like, oh, I forgot.
My bad.
Yeah, and Cade's like, it's not a big deal. It's like he's pitching that day.
No, he did the day before.
Yeah.
It was after he dominated against
Arkansas.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm done.
He was like, yeah, I did. I jogged around for 30 minutes, did some of my stuff.
So he had nothing to do.
Just sit and watch it.
That's so
like,
awesome.
what a life, dude.
It's so awesome.
You just shoved in game 1 of the CWS, and now you're just,
Yeah, don't expect game 3.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I think I'm done.
I'll see you guys when I go CG against Coastal.
Yeah. I will say that's the part of Cade Anderson that I think I want to see Case Evans get a little bit better at is the
he's got that in spades.
Being hype, like the hype moment when you get the final strikeout of the inning. Because Kaysen, I love Case Evans. He looked a little robotic last year. Against Little Rock, coming off the mound, looked like he just got released by Dr. Frankenstein. Right? Like, he needs to get a little bit better at that. But Cade Anderson had it down to a T. Part of it was that he was lefty, and we were in the first base dugout. But when he hits that spin around, and he's like, scream. Dude, I mean, that's why you go 3rd overall in the draft. Well, that's the best of the best.
We just talked to Case Evans, and he was talking about how Yetsky was like, you need to not essentially blow your load the way that you have been. He's like, I've never seen pitchers be able to bounce back the way that you do, the emotion that you show coming off the mound. He's like, a lot of people, whenever like you emptied the clip, like after a big moment strikeout, because Casey Evans, I mean, you Arkansas, Little Rock,
right?
And he's in high pressure moments, but he comes off the he's freaking the fuck out, and he's like, you have to temper that. And that's what he was talking about, being if he's going to be a starting pitcher on Friday, like you have to be able to extend and not like kind of rein that in a little bit. And I do think there was some Kate Anderson that he took a lot from Paul Skeens.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
and then like a lot of it was a very, and I would do the same thing too. What I just watched.
Yeah,
and I think Casey Evans is pure guttural emotion coming off the mound. Like he plays like a shortstop on the pitcher's mound, where he's like, "Fuck you, fuck this," and he's like, you have to be able to rein that. And that scares me as somebody that I see when somebody plays with emotion. You don't want to take that away. That's a superpower. And the same thing with like when you see Nuss and the way that he plays, like don't take away what makes them special, but if it's to be in this role, you have to kind of be able to maneuver and adapt in a different way. But I'm interested to see how that plays out because Casey said, like, I was like, how do you practice? Like, you can't. Yeah. I have no idea what's going to happen. Like, I know what I need to do, but I can't control that until it happens. Like, there's no reason to not be. It's like, I'm in Alec Box Stadium. There's 20,000 people here, and I just went 9 straight strikeouts. Like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know what to do. Right. I don't know how to handle that either, but I wouldn't change, and that's why I'm uncoachable.
You black out in that moment.
Cade, after he strikes him out.
Very next pitch.
See you, bitch!
It's awesome, man.
The best.
What a fucking animal.
And you would never expect that from him.
No, but I mean, he was in it. It's like, tell him to slide.
Oh,
that was the best one.
Yeah, that was bad. That was so funny. That was South Carolina, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Curiel doesn't slide, going to third, and they tag him.
Because that was the second time that inning you had a runner thrown out at third. Probably the most frustrating game from all of last season.
Don't be one of those.
What?
It all happened. It's okay.
I'm glad it all happened, but fuck that game.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part about that game was? We had to listen to Jackie fucking Bradley Jr. for 9 innings. Look, I don't really have an MLB team. If I had one, it'd be the Red Sox. Great Major League Baseball player. I honestly liked watching him when he was in South Carolina.
Not everybody's built for the mic.
The motherfucker's not built for a mic. My goodness. I was like viscerally angry within like 30 seconds of the broadcast starting. So I'm like, who is this guy and why am I having to listen to it? It was awful.
Give that mic to Jay Mitch.
Gosh.
Speaking of who's great on the mic, some people are built for the game and the mic. And Jay Mitch, that's probably one of my favorite parts about baseball season is Jay Mitch on SEC Network. Crushes it.
Time is coming.
Huh?
Time is coming.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's
undeniable.
He's undeniable. On the field, he's undeniable in the diamond, and then...
You're welcome.
Good job, boy.
That was my first recruiting pitch.
There you go. Good job.
Thank you, baby.
Bring Jared in the phone.
Yeah, let's see.
Be a good idea, I think.
Remember the Indian Mounds? Oh, shit.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, it's almost that time. We're a week away. Next week,
J Mitch Mondays
is opening week for LSU baseball. Next week's shows will be getting ready for baseball season, cuz.
Milwaukee, you're on the clock.
You're on the clock. What were some of the numbies from the scrimmage yesterday? LSU was on the diamond. What? It's yesterday, today, tomorrow, Sunday.
Played 2 games yesterday.
What we got? Hit me with it.
First scrimmage, home beats the visitors 6-1 in 6 innings. You had Casey Evans start, which he said he was. People are still worried about him throwing extended innings. He went 4 innings, 55 pitches, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. The big thing that I picked up from this was Devin Sheeran went an inning. How many outs are there in baseball in an inning?
3.
3 strikeouts, 14 pitches, with a walk. He is going.
Time.
I don't think people are talking about his.
We haven't seen
it's not there's too many. There's too many pitchers. Like it's hard to talk about all of them.
Well, start talking about him.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out.
learned rather.
Learned cheering, buddy.
I remember learning Casey Evans against Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah,
and I was like, I remember
had to have him.
Like, my gosh, who is this guy?
Yeah,
and it was just, I mean, electric.
They had Casey Evans during the Tennessee rain delay or whatever that game was. He's going to warm up in the bullpen, and for Alec Box, you have to walk through the crowd.
Yeah.
To go, and I'm walking down like the first base dugout, and he's walking, and he's like, "Oh, what's up, buddy?" I was like, he's like, "What are you?" I didn't know that's how it works. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to go throw." I was like, "Right now in the game."
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I was like, "You're fucking nails,
Yeah,
dude." Like, not worried at all.
Well, and then you really learned when it was when you played in the Frisco Classic that weekend. He closes against DBU on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then he closes against K-State in the first game.
Yeah, because I think Dardar hit something off of Kaysen.
Well, he hit it off of Cade.
He went yard off Cade. And
Double
off of
and
Kaysen,
they tried to score in the relay.
Right, yeah.
The relay. Ooh, I forgot about that play.
Yeah,
that was
Milam.com.
Chef's kiss, coach. Not just, I mean, Pearson, was it Pearson going to get it in the outfield, ripping it to
off the wall.
Dude.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Josh Pearson, LSU legend.
Really, what I remember about Kaysen was like, because non-conference is, it's fun, but it feels a lot different than like SEC play. I always kind of take non-conference with a grain of salt. But when even in a loss, that Sunday game against Texas, when Chase Shores had kind of given up, I think 4 or 5 runs, and then Casey Evans went like 4 or 5 innings of like no runs and like kept you in the game, gave you a shot for your offense to get you back in it. They never really did, but that's where I was like, okay, Casey Evans, this guy's a dude, and Jay's going to need to give him.
Well, that's when he started.
Well,
that's when he started the next week.
He started opening this thing up.
Yeah, because that was kind of where I think it was week 2 in SEC play. Jay had still kind of had Schmidt ahead of him. And you lost game 2 against Texas because of that, because he brought in Schmidt. Schmidt gives up the 3-run home run to Galvan. You lose that game like 10, 11-7, whatever. And then Casey Evans comes in the next day, and you're like, well, wait, this guy needs to be higher up on your rotation. So, yeah.
And Jay blames him.
Who throws first pitch next Friday?
Casey Evans.
No, not to start the game. Like first pitch before the game. Bring somebody out.
Mikey. I'm serious.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Breaking news.
There you go. Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk. He's like, Mikey doesn't need to know that he's going to do this 3 weeks ahead of time.
Right.
You live?
Yep.
Oh, we're live.
We got a special guest. Let's do it. How we doing?
How we doing?
What's going on, man?
Doing well. JC Williams.
Coach, how are you?
You guys grinding?
Oh, yeah.
We're grinding.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you guys. Lloyd, good to see you guys. Good to see you.
Feel free to take a seat right there.
I came through for you.
You did. Always.
So we're here.
Just like you know. Hey, when you're done, come sing.
All right.
Coach, how are you? Good morning.
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing good.
Make sure. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Sound too loud?
No, perfect.
No such thing. A nice way. It's been a while. We were just talking about. It feels like it's been forever since y'all played.
You think so?
Because obviously, I mean, it's probably been a little bit busier of a week for you, getting prepared.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's nonstop, man.
Yeah, but obviously the last time out, big overtime victory.
Yeah.
Down to the wire. Going on the road, never easy in the conference, right?
Not in this league. Not in this league. Not in any league, but in our league, man, every night is it's a tough out.
Yeah.
No matter who you're playing, top to bottom, every team's really good, with really good players. Probably the one league across the nation that there's not a ton of separation from group to group.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun, but every night has its own challenge.
Well, and it's been fun to watch. Not that the SEC hasn't always had really good basketball, but kind of the way SEC athletics have grown in general, where it's a football conference, but then now you've seen baseball and women's basketball and all, right. It's just
it's fun. It's fun to be a part of this league.
Right.
Right now, obviously, I played in this league.
Yeah.
2010 was my freshman year, and when I think back to it, we were getting like 4 teams in the tournament max, and I don't know if that means we were no good or what, but now to see what this league's become, and just what like especially us LSU, I think we lead the nation in national championships.
Wow.
Across all sports.
Yeah.
It's just so that commitment to excellence there it's fun to be a part of, man.
100%. 100%. But we'll take me back to the last game, the victory over South Carolina on the road. Battled from start to finish.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a physical game, right? I think at the end, they started to get some whistles at the end of the matchup and then going into overtime, but closing it out and getting a big win.
I like the way we started.
Yeah.
Right, and that's been I guess an ongoing theme with this team is how we start games.
Right.
Obviously, when you put a new group together this way, and then throughout our season, obviously we've dealt with some adversity that kind of changes how we approach, different starting lineups, the way we play overall. And so I thought we really settled in, and that was one of our most complete games that we've had in a while, from start to finish, on both ends of the floor. And
one of the things that I've enjoyed is, like you said, where you run into things like injuries or sickness, those things that happen throughout the season, is seeing players that were maybe brought here when you're putting this team together in the offseason, right? You have your roles, kind of what you expect this player, where they fit. But then something happens and they've got to be more. Max McKinnon, you've got to be a creator now. You're not a spot-up shooter. You're getting into ball screen action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rashad King, you're playing the point, you're not on the wing anymore. And I think those two guys specifically, to me, I've enjoyed watching kind of how they've stepped up, especially in the wins against Missouri and now South Carolina, where you've really seen them two kind of lead the charge in making that happen.
I think everybody has had to put their big boy pants on and step into roles that they weren't necessarily brought here for. But I think it speaks to the character of the group. Some of these things that we've asked them to do are not easy.
Yeah.
But I think they've attempted to do their best at it. Even like what Markel Sutton is asked to do. He's never played the position that we're asking him to play, and defend some of the players that we're asking him to defend. Pablo Tamba, same thing. Like you see our last maybe 3 games, he's gotten the assignment to guard the other team's best player regardless of position, right? And that was something that I don't think we anticipated early, but it's just kind of morphed into it, and we found some success there. So, man, credit to all of our guys in the locker room and the staff for being able to adapt kind of in real time and build the plane while it's in the air, so to speak. Because
that's what college athletics is now, in general, right? You're building rosters each season, your lineup search, all of those things. It's a game of adaptability.
Absolutely.
Right. And so as a coach for y'all, what is that like, where it's constantly, you could wake up the next morning and all of these things are different, whether it's the off season or in season.
Yeah.
What is that battle kind of like?
You would like to be able to stick to your plan and kind of how you build it, but obviously, like when Jay Reed goes down, it changes some things. And then fast forward a little bit more, and DJ goes down, it changes more. And I give credit to Coach McMahon and the rest of our staff for always having a learner's mentality and coming in every day trying to figure out the best way to maximize the group as it stands, that particular day. And I think we're starting to find our footing with this new group. It's a new team.
Yeah.
This team that we have today is essentially a new team. It's not the team we started with when we got here in June with this group. So, it's about finding your footing the best you can, and again, credit to our staff, credit to the guys. Yeah. Because it's not easy. What we're asking them to do isn't easy.
100%. And for you, when you bring in these new players from all over the country, all over the world, right, guys, whether it's Australia or Spain, everywhere, and then for you being around LSU, being able to kind of teach the brand and the culture that is this place to these guys.
Yeah. It's LSU is like no other place in the country. Obviously, we all know that from being inside of it. But I think once these guys get here and they really get a feel for what this means to wear these 3 letters, man, they're all blown away by it. Like I talked to DJ, and he's saying, man, he's never had this much fun playing on a team, and he obviously knew he would like it here at LSU, but he didn't know he'd love it this way, right? And I've had an opportunity to be all over the country, in this capacity, and I couldn't wait to come back. It was a dream of mine, and now I'm here, and it's just like it's nothing like it.
Yeah,
it's nothing like it.
And I remember we were at the Missouri win at home.
Yeah,
and when McKinnon was dribbling the ball out as the clock was expiring, and you could see like the relief on their face, but then like the way the crowd was around them, and then they go do the interview, and they're all together. Those things kind of can put the game back in perspective for you, right?
Yeah.
Where a lot of times, whether it's media or outlets and just all the pressure that comes with it, you see something like that, it's like they're still college students playing.
Yeah, man, these dudes are young dudes, and I get it, man. Everybody's making some money now and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, you're talking about 18 to 20. I guess Zipper's 23 now.
Right.
18 to 23-year-olds that are internalizing all these things in real time.
Yeah.
And we have an opportunity, and we being obviously the staff, but our support system, our fan base, the community, we have an opportunity to make an impression on the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't wait to bring my children back to LSU, my wife, and to spread the purple and gold, across the country and the world as I travel. Right, we have an opportunity to do the same things.
Yeah.
And pressure is a privilege that we've all asked for and earned, and we're at a place that matters and people care.
Right.
And so I understand everything. Right, I understand everything, and it wouldn't be quite the same if that didn't exist.
Right.
So I appreciate it all. But what I will ask is that the people that love the purple and gold, like we all do, show up. Let's get loud, and let's encourage these guys to win basketball games.
Yeah, 100%. And because even you look at a lot of times you look at the record.
Yeah.
But I mean A&M lose by 3, tightly fought contested game. A lot of these games where it's been a battle, right? Kentucky by 1 right at the end, Arkansas down the stretch, and got a big time matchup tomorrow night against Georgia.
A really
at
good Georgia
home.
team, no doubt.
What are some of the challenges that they will kind of present in that game tomorrow night?
Man, one of the fastest teams in the country in terms of their pace of play. I think their average possession only lasts about 6 to 8 seconds.
Wow.
Really, they're trying to score that thing. They led the country in scoring most of the season so far. Number of guys that can really stretch the floor with the 3 ball. They got great size in the interior with Samto Ciro. I think he leads the SEC in dunks.
Wow.
And there's a lot of continuity in their roster, guys that have been there for 2 and 3 years. And anytime you can keep guys in this era, it leads
it's impressive.
It's a big deal,
Yeah.
which is why we were so excited to be able to bring Jalen Reed back and Rob Miller, who's obviously taken a jump, and Jalen Reed took some huge jumps as well. So anytime you can keep multiple guys, man, it's huge.
Yeah.
So they're a good team. They're a good team, and we're going to need everybody's support in that building to pull it out.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking on DJ Thomas, right,
Yeah.
and the player, and I think it's funny when you think of how good a player is. Sometimes you always appreciate it when you're watching it, but then when you don't have it,
yeah,
you can really see it. Right? Especially from a fan's perspective. Like as a coach, you can sit and you can look and
yeah,
right. But from a fan's perspective, you can stat watch or those sorts of things, but then you see without it. But what's it been like for y'all? Kind of, and you brought up earlier when we were talking about adapting, but having to change those certain things and kind of, I'm sure sitting down having some long conversations on how do we adjust to this?
Well, when you sit down and you build a team, and the first thing you do is go get a point guard, you feel like you can put the ball in his hands and he can make everybody around
got the engine
him better. Yeah, I mean it's think about the human body.
Right.
You have a heart, you have a brain. If your brain goes down, how good is your body? You know what I mean? And so when you think about it that way, it's taken a lot of hours, man, to figure out how to function without your point guard. And if he had one of the highest usage rates in the country, meaning the play started and ended with the ball in his hands, with him making a decision. And we were at the time one of the most efficient offenses in the country.
Right.
And then when he went down, it's the day before your first conference game on the road, and you start a freshman who has grown right before our eyes so much, but it changed everything that you were doing. And even our style of play now is kind of evolving into way more off-ball, actions, more so than the ball screen that everybody had fallen in love with.
Right.
And it impacted guys like, Mike Nwoko, like everybody talks about that connection that they had developed. Well, it was gone.
Yeah.
And I think it took some getting used to for all of us, our entire roster and our staff. But I like where we're headed, with this group. Again, guys have been practicing and figuring out their new roles. We've spent a lot of time in the film room.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to find our stride and footing with this group as it stands today.
defensively, right, there have been a handful of nights where there's been struggles there.
Yeah.
And for y'all, what are some of the key things that y'all have noticed that you've been able to tweak or focus on to really kind of push that forward?
Yeah, I mean, early on, especially in the non-con, I think we were top 5 in the country at defending the interior.
Yeah. Right,
and it's tough to do both. To be honest, it's tough to do both. You kind of pick your poison there.
Right.
And obviously there was an uptick in the amount of threes that we were giving up, so stretched our defense out a little bit more. And all of a sudden you see the interior start to wane.
Right.
So it's again, you're talking about showing up every day, figuring out how to really balance that with this group. Do you put more shooting in, and do you lose some athleticism when you do that? Do you put more athleticism and size on the floor, and you lose some ability to space the floor, and some skill sets change a little bit. So it's been a balancing act.
Right.
But again, I think in our last 2 outings or so, you start to see this group really find their footing a little bit more, and I like where we're headed.
Well, it's the adaptability that falls on the coaching staff, which is tough because you go into the season, Jalen Reed, you expect that to come back coming off an injury. And that's part of the game plan when you go in. You get DJ out the portal, and you're like, you start to see it on paper. You're like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
And then what happens, and now it becomes almost a full reset of what this looks like. Then DJ comes back, and you can see like the team had adjusted to not playing with him, and then he comes back and it looks totally different. Where it's like, and it's that kind of deal that y'all are dealing with right now.
To that point, man, my favorite team is the Lakers in the NBA.
Right.
And I heard JJ talk about without LeBron, everybody had kind of
figured it out,
find their footing in their new roles, and then all of a sudden LeBron comes back and everybody's happy to have him because it's LeBron James, and obviously he's going to make you better. But then guys were like, "Oh man, where do I stand now?"
Right. You look like you can't play different roles.
And so you saw that a little bit when DJ was back. And no fault of his, no fault to the guys. It's just a player of that much gravity. It makes you kind of wonder what to do next. And then he goes out again, and guys kind of go back in the road that they settled into before. And Rashad King is probably the biggest one there.
Right.
Now he's at the point, and he's got a good feel and rhythm for the game in that spot now where he kind of was trying to find a role prior. So, man, it's again, adaptability is the name of the game now. And
if there's a blessing in it, it's that it's happened already. So at least you kind of have, like, you have a way to coach it to where it's like, what we did whenever he was out, we can go back to that.
Yeah, man.
And let's not figuring it out now.
You know what I'll say? And I know I get it, man. It's not showing up quite yet in the win-loss record, but this staff, man, it's a very dynamic staff, and the way I think these guys and we come to the table with new ideas, and we experiment with this and just trying to figure out the best way to maximize this group, man. It's been really impressive and fun to be a part of.
And when I being in the arena watching y'all coach. Mm-hmm. Where you've got McMahon, but there are times where you all of you, like the whole bench, y'all all see one thing.
Yeah,
y'all need to get that coach. It's 10 on the floor.
It's Taz, in a squat at the end of the. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Taz in his squat. Taz, you know what? Let's talk about Taz. He's so passionate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I know he wishes he could suit up one more minute.
Right.
But it's that passion that we're talking about, and we all share it. Between obviously Coach McMahon, David Patrick, myself.
Right.
You got Dupree in the building now. You got Taz, and then the guys that have become a part of LSU, like Casey Long.
Yeah.
Mike Chapman, our strength coach, like Vince Walden.
Right.
Has gotten infected with the purple and gold now. Just that passion.
It's
man.
a virus.
Everybody wants it, man. This group wants to win. They work their butts off, man.
Yeah.
So everybody's just chomping at the bit to get this thing going in the right direction.
Yeah, and last one, we'll close it out. Coach McMahon, and kind of to what we were just talking about, I think over the time of him being here, he's gotten more and more comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? And I think watching him on the sideline now is a different coach than the one that I watched when he first got here.
Yeah.
I mean, where he's
coaching his ass off.
He's working his tail off,
man.
And I think if you sit and you watch it, you can see it. There's no way you can't see it,
I'll say this is my second year with coaching. I've been around a lot of guys. the swagger, and he knew he had a good team, right? I think he knew this group was really unique and dynamic, and I think you guys saw that for the better part of the year early. But Coach's swagger, this year was like at an all-time high, I thought. Yeah. And obviously dealing with some adversity and really having to put the thinking cap on and figure out how to maximize this group has challenged us all. And I've been really proud and impressed to stand next to this guy and learn from him every day and witness how he's handled such adversity, because it can't be easy.
Right.
It can't be easy, but he's handled it like I was gonna say like a G, like he's handled it, man. I've been really impressed and proud to be a part of his staff. No doubt about it.
We appreciate you making some time for sliding here. Obviously, shout out to Charles and
man,
the team over here. We appreciate you making your way in.
I apprciate you guys, man. Let me crash the party.
Of course.
No, you started the party.
Feel free whenever. Best of luck tomorrow night.
Thanks, fellas.
In the matchup, and we'll hopefully talk to you again soon.
Hey, tomorrow night, was it 5? 5 p.m. game against Georgia. We need to pack the PMAC.
Yeah.
We need to pack the PMAC. Everybody loves the purple and gold. I know it. Let's fill that room up and let's make sure Georgia knows it.
Yeah, 100%.
There we go.
Amen. Well, we'll take a quick break here. We'll come back and we'll close it out right after this. There you go.
Granting III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go-Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here as we close it out here on this Friday morning. Ready for baseball to get here because it is the slow season right now, where you have a day like today where thank the heavens for the Lane Kiffin press conference that we were able to witness on Wednesday. But there is Super Bowl football on Sunday, and we have our friends over at FanDuel. We've created a parlay for you for this weekend. And I think you might sniff out the reason why we've built it. But through our friends at FanDuel, Wyatt, we have got a parlay rocking. What's it? Three-legger rolling for Sunday.
Three-leg Greg.
We've got Kaylavon Chase on to record a sack. We've got Kayshawn Boutte, anytime touchdown. And the New England Patriots to win the Super Bowl. That will win you $162.34 if you were to sprinkle $10 on it. So plus 1623.
There you go, plus 1623 for a little LSU flavor in the Super Bowl. Obviously, more Tigers on the Patriots. You've got Will Campbell over there. You got Swinson, the whole deal.
Chase-on Boutte. I'm chasing Boutte.
Get a Kayshawn Boutte.
I will be Chase-on Boutte.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Touchdown. You get
what I said.
Caleb.
No, but Will Campbell.
Oh,
see?
Yes.
There's levels to this,
yes,
man.
Yes, it is.
Kaylavon Chase on sack, and then the Pats win that thing. They make you a couple bucks.
And then purple Gatorade. Gold Gatorade.
Wow, we could throw purple Gatorade.
I guess you could quote
on
on like yellow, but gold.
That is the best Gatorade, so.
Which one?
Purple. Grape.
I agree.
Yeah.
Purple Gatorade Zero is elite.
Grape,
orange, and then lemon lime. Those are the best ones.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, when
we agree more than we think. I think we think a lot.
When I grew up, I didn't drink Gatorade.
I know why.
What did you drink?
I did Powerade because
it's the same thing.
Because the Florida Gators made Gatorade, so I was like, I'm not drinking that.
Oh, okay. But that's respectable. I was expecting to be like, that's such a pussy, but that actually that makes sense.
I was like, no, Florida made that.
Okay.
Because Florida was like.
It'd naturally be called Gatorade.
Right.
But yeah. It went longer than you think. He said as a child, this was like going on to like 18 years old.
Oh my gosh. I was in high school.
Jeez.
At that point, it's been my whole life I've just been drinking Powerade, so I'm just drinking Powerade now.
That's like
that's what I was used to.
That's like the college football fans who are like, I'm not fucking eating from Cane's. they donate to LSU. Like, all right, who cares, dude? Like, it's not.
I don't know. I love a principled stand. It's like
I know. I do respect it. As a younger mind, it makes sense. But 18, like, drink some Gatorade.
Well,
dude.
then his friends picked up on it, so he couldn't ever do it.
Oh, they started making fun of you?
No. I mean, Billy makes fun of me for it now, my buddy Bill. He, now he looks at it and he's like, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
And I was like, you just don't care about it the way I care about
it.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just... Yeah. But it was like... I guess I was just used to Powerade, and so it was always Powerade at the house, and I just always have a purple Powerade.
That's fair.
And it was just like, I guess that was just my...
Powerade Zero also
pretty good.
Purple?
And
yeah, pretty good.
And it's cheaper.
At school, we had vending machines, but they would have to be zero sugar, and they had Powerade.
Yeah, we had that too.
The blue Powerade Zero, and I would crush it. Go to the vending machine, pop $2 in there, I get a Powerade Zero at PE, and I was like, clutch.
Yeah. I had Powerade. We were a Powerade.
Shout out Noah's buddy Bill. He might pop in here.
Bill. Mark LSU Powerade.
Mark Cumbie, go get the Houston coach and get rid of Matt McMahon. Well, first off, you have your feelings about McMahon. I don't think that Kelvin Sampson's going to leave Houston to coach at LSU.
I think he's basing that off the comments he made.
Right. I know he's upset about the NIL.
Yeah, I mean...
But they were in the national championship last year.
Yeah, I still don't think he's leaving Houston to come to LSU.
He's built a monster in Houston. And LSU's not exactly the hot spot for basketball NIL either.
No.
So, I mean, it would build excitement, and maybe he would get some fundraising money. But Houston, he's built a monster program there, and I think he's in
70 years old.
Pretty good. I think he's in a pretty good spot where he's at.
It would be relative to their sport. That would honestly maybe be a bigger splash higher than Lane.
It's definitely more surprising
relative to the sport. Football's bigger than basketball.
It would be more surprising to go get Kelvin Sampson for LSU men's basketball than it was to go get Kiffin for football.
I think that's a bigger splash.
I agree with you. Lloyd's just football coach.
Kelvin Sampson's like he's a dude. It's never going to happen. And that's why I kind of think it would be a bigger splash.
LSU football is supposed to get coaches at that standard.
Right.
That's what LSU football is. LSU men's basketball. That's just not who LSU basketball is.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
Purple Powerade people.
Purple people here.
Purple people here. Let's close this thing out. Let's go 13 for 13 this morning. Continue the hot streak that after we recouped and solved.
Yeah.
Remedied the Dardar failure from August on Canada Day.
I love the people that are putting out their Omaha predictions.
Yep, feel free. I know who you should. I don't have an Omaha prediction. I just know one team that's going to be in it.
I love that. That's what I'm getting to. I love people that intentionally let's get a click.
Yeah.
Number 2 team in the country. Number 1 team in the country.
Team in the country.
I don't think they're going to make it, but they're going to win the SEC. Okay. Jagmo.
Lutz, Loop are kickers. I don't see another one though.
Let's see.
Oh, Turin, Milan, Rome.
This is fucking Olympic shit.
We're cooked.
Yeah, this is not great.
Lindsey Vaughn.
Yeah, see, that's all I know though.
The Turing test.
What is that? What's the M one up at the top row? I can't read that.
Mountaineering.
Okay.
This is not easy.
No, this is tough.
I thank God this didn't happen. I wish. Well,
yesterday?
2 schools of thought.
Would have been great content.
This would have been fucking hilarious.
Turin. Turin is the third one in that group because it's all. Because that's all cities in Italy.
That has to be Italian.
See, I was thinking Malinin, maybe. But I don't know. I have no idea.
Why is Will Lutz in here?
I feel like Loop, Cross.
Oh, there's some... jumping.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh, no. Freaking out. And the chat's giving us nothing.
Well, I can do this. We can do this.
No, we can.
We can figure this out.
Can we hit a shuffle? Can we get a shuffle?
Yeah, maybe.
Refresh my brain here. I love that we saw Lutz. I was like, oh, NFL kickers.
Yeah.
A triple Lutz.
Well, and Loop too, Tyler Loop. But that's not how you spell Loop. I don't
not how you
think.
spell
I think it's L-U-P.
I feel like Loop, Cross, jumping, and something else.
These are moves that you do on the ice skaters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, an axle, a loop, a Lutz, and a
turn,
a cross, or a.
Oh no, it's Turin. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Try cross.
Not even one away. No, it can't be that. Like, what is chalk?
Maybe that's what it is.
Lutz, loop, axle, and Salchow.
Okay, that's big. That's green. That's insane.
So you were right with the Italian, one of the 4 we did.
It is those.
And
Turin.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know the Cortina one. We got this. It's got to be
Von Stoll's chalk cross.
What is that?
It's got to be athletes, no?
Maybe.
See, but what is the last one?
There we go.
Okay.
It was athletes. Okay.
What is this one?
Mountaineering Resort Cross.
Oh, ski things. That was all
okay. That was a tough one. We had to dig deep there.
It's not fun, but it's hard.
No.
Well.
Oh, it had me stressed for a minute. I don't like failing. I don't like even when we lose a bubble at the
I don't like a shake.
Yeah, I don't like that
It
either.
shakes at you?
Yeah.
Really fires me up. Yeah. Celebrity mashup. It's Hayden Christensen and Ben Stiller.
Yes. Anakin. Fucking goat, man.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
Dude, I'm gonna watch it.
Liar.
The greatest. It's the greatest movie.
It's
of all
the greatest.
time.
I went and saw it. I went and saw it in the theaters last year.
Oh, I did too. Yeah, when it came
Yeah.
out, dude, it's so good, man. I can watch it. What? Oh, what?
Just molesting it a little bit.
I know it won't stay.
I know. I was just trying not to say anything. I just have to.
I'll try.
That's what it.
Ricky Waters.
No clue.
Ricky Waters played for the Seahawks. I like when I do it fast and get it wrong.
Two-time All-Star skipper, 20 home runs from 26-21 playing Dodgers, Brewers, White Sox.
This is Yasmani Grandal. Ecuador.
There you go.
Come on now.
There was only one man in here that was getting that
Come on
one.
now.
Cars.
A commercial failure.
It's never the
Commander was a
movie.
3-row SUV produced.
That would be awesome if one day. What was the name of the hot blue Porsche?
Yeah, what's the fucking up the muffler?
Dude, I'll tell you what.
What was the name of the race? What do you mean, the Piston Cup?
Piston Cup.
Of course.
My man Doc Hudson.
It was the Eagles, not the Seahawks. Wrong bird. It's okay.
That is illegal.
What is?
Called the warden. You have to mush it into the mud.
This is a Jeep.
Jeep Commander, give me a duck.
According to the chat. Oop, fast food chain with over 2,000 locations. have
Skyline.
Varieties of their chili cans and grocery store. Did we have Skyline chili?
Ah!
Stop, now you're loud.
I love when I'm quick and wrong.
Now you're loud. We just had a conversation about the volume in here.
It was definitely Wendy's.
It was.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa had a breakout role as Guy Dragon season 1 of this premium
Blind.
drama.
No, it's what?
Sight.
Blind.
Oh, this is
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I didn't even watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no, what? I've never heard of Blind.
Apple TV, you wouldn't get it.
Hillary Duff and Chad. Well, because I don't think Blind was the show.
It was called Sight.
Sight, yeah.
The complete opposite.
Either way. You know, they tossed it back and forth in the fucking writer's room.
No, they fucking didn't. They definitely
So
did
we
not.
seeing or not seeing?
Well, the thing is, he doesn't have sight. So he's blind.
Okay.
So we should call it Sight.
Because I've actually seen Sight.
Water Helen?
Chad Michael Murray. Isn't that the guy from Blades of Glory?
I mean, I know who Hillary Duff is.
I know who Hillary Duff is,
Dumper.
but I don't know who Chad Michael Murray is.
What was a Cinderella story?
That sounds right. This is on me, guys.
Designer shades just to hide your
Oh, what a song. This is cooler than me.
We're around like you're a pedophile.
face.
Dude, that is not the fucking dude.
Not the words. Of
How
the
dare
song.
you talk about Mike Posner like this?
Like
I
you're-
love this song.
This is a really good
This
song.
was a great
Well,
song.
what's the
back
fucking
in the day.
lyrics?
Yeah, you gonna sing it to us?
Yeah, I'll sing it. How does it start?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Hold on. I don't know. I forget how it starts. You got designer shades just to hide your face, and you wear them around like you cool. Oh, I remember how it starts. If I could write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you up under my arm. I used to all of my tricks. I hope that you like this, but you probably won't. You think you're cooler than me. You got designer shades just to hide your face, and you wear them around like you're cooler than me. Fuck yeah.
That was outstanding.
What a song, dude. I'm definitely about to listen to
Well,
that.
what's the name of the song?
You want me to keep going? You want me to do like
what's
the whole song?
What's the name of it?
Oh, Cooler Than Me.
Oh.
Yeah. That was awesome. Double dip NFL or grocery? I mean, we
We'll
know
do Chili's.
Wendy's.
Chili's.
Fonz, wow, Chris Christie got an okay voice.
Dude, look, I'm not joking around about this chorus shit. I'm really like that. Okay, like this isn't just a bit that like, oh, the fat guy can sing. No, like I'm like that, dude. Like I'm telling y'all, man.
I'm with you.
I'm telling y'all.
That's why I get you to sing every opportunity there is.
I'm phenomenal. I'm
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Have you ever sang at Carnegie Hall? All right, so then let's not be passing judgment.
I play the piano there.
Is that singing? That's an acquired talent. Anybody can be good at the piano. This is God-given, I'll have you know.
I was second chair in the violin.
What is second chair? I don't know what that
It's
means.
not first chair.
Well, I would assume first chair. I don't know what it means though. Like, okay.
He didn't do any of that.
All right.
He watched.
It was Yo-Yo Ma's
sports.
cousin, Lil Nepetiz. School of Rock.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
I can quote that whole movie from beginning to end.
So good.
Cousin Lil Nepetiz. So anyway, I decided to give up on life and become a teacher. And those that can't do, teach. And those that can't teach Jim. Am I right? Phil? It's Greg.
It's Greg.
B-Dub, dude, my skin is crawling. Yeah, you can sing, but stop. We can't.
Oh, he got hard.
Glimmer, he'd be a great Pavarotti.
The thing is, he didn't like that he enjoyed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. It scares him.
It moved a little bit. Did you see Gronk get choked out by...
Dude, yeah, I did see that. Oh my god, dude, you just see it slowly, like.
The tweet is the funniest thing.
No, yeah, I saw the tweet. I didn't see it until I saw the tweet, and then I felt a little weird being like,
I watched it more than once.
Enhance. But like,
The comments underneath it are
Incredible.
Incredible.
I never read the comments.
Oh,
But
it's
you
so
texted
funny.
me the video.
You texted me the video. That's why I saw it. I was like, this is incredible.
It was... Who wouldn't?
And she gets off of him, and you see the smile on his face. He's like
Do it
dazed
again.
and confused.
I mean, you know he likes that.
Oh yeah.
In his
who wouldn't?
Well, no, just in his personal life.
Oh yeah.
He's
a freak.
You sent that post to Mikey and J Ben from Tingle and Co.
I did?
Let's make sure you knew that.
Well, 'cause I was gonna
I was like, what did I send to Mikey?
I was going to forget about it. Forget about it.
I said forget about it,
look
cuz.
at these comments. I said forget about it, cuz. No, I watched this video not once. Did I think, let me look at it for 30 seconds?
Not my proudest fact.
We might as well play it.
You had to stare. Rewind the video and stare again. What made you even do that? The Gronk Hammer cannot be what you're focused on, bro. The Gronk H-A-M-M-A.
Hammer.
The Gronk Hammer.
Where's the video?
That's insane.
Bro is the meat inspector. And somebody said fork found in kitchen.
Fork found in kitchen is awesome.
Fork found in kitchen.
That is awesome.
Some of these comments are awesome.
Oh, there it is.
You just said up there.
Oh my gosh. That moment right there.
Fork found in kitchen is the funniest.
Fork found in kitchen's incredible.
People would pay for that experience.
Oh yeah. Oh.
All right.
Somebody
Enjoy
said-
your weekend.
Somebody said, honestly, the subtle stuff like that makes the video so funny. Some of these.
The subtle stuff of the guy getting a boner. So subtle.
Well, it's called the Anaconda Vice after all.
I think I saw one that was.
These are crazy. This one says, y'all are all calling him one word, and it's not wrong. Like y'all never called him wrong. Y'all are agreeing with him.
Oh my gosh.
For these comments, I could go through this all day.
What does that say?
I'm scared to play it.
Everyone's putting the tires, the Shane Gillis.
It may be a potential.
All right, we appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Monday to recap the weekend. As what else going on this weekend? Got baseball scrimmages. Maybe we
Super Bowl.
Got Super Bowl on Sunday. LSU men's basketball tomorrow. Women's basketball Sunday. What else? That's about it. So we'll recap it all next week, Monday, 8 to 10 a.m. We'll be back. See if we can get John Eads in here to talk a little baseball. Didn't get him in this week. FanDuel. Shout out to FanDuel.
Shout out FanDuel.
Shout out our friends over at FanDuel.
We should replace that the top left. Just have that, yeah, as our
he's gonna do that.
Our sponsorship.
Shout out to FanDuel. Wouldn't be possible without FanDuel.
Oh.
Oh.
There it is.
Do the show like this.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's production at its finest.
Good job, Lloyd.
That was quick.
I can make him spin too.
He was already spinning, it seems like.
There it is. Oh,
there it is. Incredible.
Good for him.
See you guys on Monday.
Ciao, FanDuel.